Hey everybody, I'm doing an educational video for LeBlanc, one of my favorite champions in League of Legends. And so I'll probably just be talking about how I go about laning. I'm versing Lux this game, but it's just a normal, so I don't know what elo she is. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like one of the best players on LeBlanc, obviously, but I do consider myself fairly good at her. And so I'll just be talking through some of the things that I do on LeBlanc and some of the reasons for my gameplay. Yeah. And I think LeBlanc is like maybe not the most viable assassin at the moment, but doesn't mean she's unviable, and she's heaps of fun to play, so if you're looking for a new mid laner, I really suggest getting into her. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy. I think one of the best things about LeBlanc is she doesn't necessarily have to outplay her opponent, but she can force them out of lane or kill them a lot because she has such little counterplay. So her QW combo at level 2 does retarded damage, to be honest, and it's really difficult to dodge, especially for a Lux. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to win this matchup. But if I don't, I'll probably just retake it. I hope you enjoy. I'm just going to take Q first, because harassing and farming potential in case I'm about to miss an SDS with my auto attacks. And I'm going to start shoving as soon as possible so that she can't shove me out of the lane. When she gets into lane, she'll probably take E first, unless she takes W, in which case she's playing more defensive. Their jungler is Fiddle, so I'm going to have to watch out. On this side of the map, I'm going to want to ward just above about up here somewhere, so that I don't get ganked fairly early. I'll probably do that at about 2 minutes 40, but there's not like really any time restriction on it. Just make sure that you keep it warded. And I prefer to put my wards over here, just so that I get more vision in case he tries to walk around and loop behind the wall. I'm level 2 now, so I can start bullying this Lux. You want to teleport straight out if you're versing a Lux, so that she doesn't have a chance to snare you. Because if she snares you, then she can out-trade you, and that's not really what you want on this champion. You also have to watch out for your mana, because you can't, you can't... If you're running out of mana on this champion, then you've basically lost your lane at that point. If the opponent laner still has mana or is still alive, and they're shoving in your wave, because there's nothing you can do to outpush them. So you're just going to make sure that you keep auto-attacking the farm, and keep the lane pushed, because you really don't want to be in a situation where you're under your turret all game. That's not really what LeBlanc needs. She wants to push them out and... Oh. I should be able to get this kill with a flash ignite. Okay, that was... I'm probably going to do a retake so nobody sees that. I wasn't watching at all, I thought I still had minions. Hashtag pro plays. Well... So much for the kill. I practically just threw my advantage and I keep missing CS. Which is going fantastically. I'm just going to keep trading with her and try not to go... The one mistake I think most people do with LeBlanc is they go too aggressive. You don't really need to keep trying to kill someone when nothing's going to happen. Or to waste all of your mana using your W for repositioning so that you can harass them, because that's going to cost way too much mana and that's just not good. So you just want to play off the CS and harass them whenever you can, and hopefully you'll get a kill eventually. And try and W slightly to the side, just so that you just so that if they try and get you with a skill shot like Lux's Q, that'll snare you. You'll just dodge it and then immediately sidestep afterwards, just in case. I'm gonna be really greedy and stay for this. If Fiddle has flash, he can instantly kill me. But I really want this farm, so you probably shouldn't be doing this. This is just, I do make some mistakes. But I really want this farm, so I'm just waiting till 6 so I can W ult it. Yeah, that was really greedy, I don't recommend that. I'm really close to a BF. Oh, sorry, not a BF, a needlessly large rod. But I probably won't get it. I'm quite a fan of Morel and Nomicon if I don't have enough money for a BF. And 2 or 3 pots, depending on how your lane is going. So next time I back, if I don't have enough for a needlessly large rod, I'll definitely just back in. Sorry, I'll just having a mind blank there. If I don't have enough for, I'm reading the chat. Apparently, if heal don't take nicely too. Diamond players being in their normals. I suppose that's probably not good. You don't really need to do anything other than QE at this point. Because I'm already winning lane, I'm up in CS, and I'm up in kills, and I have way more map pressure. I need to be wary of Fiddle, actually. I'm not really warding as well as I should. I should have bought a pink ward on my last back. But we will live. I'll probably go for an all-in at level 6. Oh, when I have my ult off cooldown. If you noticed, I actually W'd to the side there, not going directly for her. Because I was trying to clip her, like I said earlier, you don't want to go directly at them. Otherwise you'll just base check the snare. And if you get snared as LeBlanc, then that's basically dead. It's a shame. But yeah, so I've basically established lane control. You don't have to play so aggressive to get really fed, and I'm not building mage eyes or anything really aggressive like that. I'm just kind of playing off the wave and holding control of the lane. Holding control of the lane so that Lux gets further and farther behind. And I should be roaming right now, possibly, but I'm quite a fan of just staying in lane on LeBlanc and just asserting your dominance, getting as far ahead as possible. I'm gonna back now. For hopefully the second piece of Marilyn Omcon, Forbidden Idol, and a pink, just in case Fiddle wants to ult me. Because Fiddle's ult mid lanes. Sorry, Fiddle can ult mid lane from almost anywhere. He can do it from all 4 corners, which almost none of the other junglers can do effectively, and he can do it from all 4 sides and from the middle, and not really from behind. He's much better over a wall where he can break line of sight. So it's just good to get a pink ward, and you always want to put it on your skinny wall. I like to put it here, just so that you can defend it easily, in case anybody tries to destroy it. And also, it just they'll always be much better at ganking from that side. Oh, I got hit. It's probably not good. See how I'm zoning her from from everything that she needs as a Fiddle here. That's really annoying. Guess I'll just reward it. But yeah, see, if I hadn't had Blink down, then he would have done a successful gank. Oh boy, I'm not good at this game. Apparently Lux isn't good at this game either though, so that's fine. That is all good. We can live with that trade. I think she's being a bit too aggressive herself. This Nocturne really wants me. If he comes for me, I'll just W forward and then teleport back. Otherwise I might... Can I W? Yeah, I think I can. I think I can kill her soon.
Are you certain?
They really shouldn't have done that. They saw me place the ward there earlier, after they cleared the pink. So they wasted a huge amount of time there, and they didn't get anything out of it, and I even got a kill because Lux stayed in lane. So those are the kinds of things you want to avoid against LeBlanc, is hang around at low HP for a gank, because she's going to get in, and she's going to kill you, and she's going to get out again. That's one of the great things about LeBlanc, is her insane single target cleanup potential. Because of her distortion. It's just such a great ability for that kind of thing. So yeah, make sure that you abuse that, or don't get abused by it if you're versing her. And yeah, the other thing is Lux was completely out of mana, which is another reason she really shouldn't have been staying in that situation. Nocturne couldn't have killed me by himself. Anyway, because I can just distort out at any point. So yeah, this is slowly turning in my favor, but apparently they have an AFK, so I'll probably just scratch this take.
Where next?
Notice that I've done almost no turret damage. That's mostly just because LeBlanc is not really that good at pushing without expending a lot of mana. So you really want to keep up those auto attacks and just keep the lane shoving. It's not really something that you do consciously, and you just kind of get into a habit of it. And that's really good for champions like LeBlanc. I don't think that's a mid lane. No, it's not. Did he go in yet? That was an interesting. Yeah, LeBlanc's single target burst is really strong early to mid, and even if you get a DFG, which she really needs, it's one of her core items, I really suggest getting it. Even if you don't know how to use, or if you're bad at using it, then just learn, because it's really strong for her late game and early game and all game. But despite her burst may seem OP, it's actually lacking quite a bit. She has quite long cooldowns, and she's rather dependent on her ultimate, and if she doesn't snowball, then her damage goes nowhere, and she basically loses the game for her team. She doesn't lose the game, but it's interesting. Not the funnest. I always have a habit of, reactivating my abilities there, and I really shouldn't. So if you are watching this, then don't do that, because that is not a good thing to do. Ouch. I didn't see Jessamine there at all, to be honest. I shouldn't have tanked in that far. I'm just gonna back now and get a needlessly large rod. I probably should be getting boots, but I don't intend to be roaming too often, so it shouldn't really matter. I'm fairly certain they've lost at this point. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but all of their lanes are behind, except that bot lane, but even Vayne's fed, so all of their lanes are behind. I don't really think that they have much of a chance in this anymore.
Looks can be deceiving. Surprised to see me?
There's a fight going on bot lane, but I don't really want to go there because I can kill this Lux fairly easily. So I might just hang around mid and push it out. Oh, misplayed.
Trust me.
I should have used one more auto attack before I went back to my pedestal. That wasn't very smart of me. That's Nocturne down. Thresh can't stop me. If he tries to push me off this turret, he'll die. Or he can push me off the turret, but he can't fight me. Lux will be returning to mid lane soon, which is why I didn't... Well, obviously I didn't want to get hooked regardless, but if I had gotten hooked, then that probably would have been death. I haven't got a mid lane yet. That's one of... Oh, sorry, a blue buff yet. That's one of the things that LeBlanc is kind of iffy with. Like, I always tend to need a blue buff a lot more after the laning phase than I do actually in the laning phase, which is different with a lot of other mid laners. If they're reliant on it after the laning phase, they're generally reliant on it in the laning phase. But yeah. So if you're not getting a blue buff, it's not the worst thing in the world. You shouldn't need it if you just manage efficiently. But saying that, I do have a Morello Nomicon, which not many people build in it. I like it because it has a lot of cooldown reduction, and it does fix. It has slight mana problems. I'm going to say slight because there are champions who have it a lot worse than LeBlanc does. This Lux just got a really unfortunate matchup, especially in like a normals. That looks like a double. Okay, I'm not needed. Bane getting a little low there. Their Lux is gonna ult me probably, so I want to dodge this. Or maybe she already used it. Or maybe she just knows that it won't kill me. I'm gonna back out here. Probably come in because Gree, but... I don't know if I needed to flash the cheapers. That was low. So yeah, this is the beginnings of how to play LeBlanc. One of the other things with LeBlanc is you kind of want to win earlier rather than later because her late game teamfight isn't... I'm not going to say it's terrible, but it's terrible. I went back to my pedestal there to avoid the fear. I really should have been paying a lot more attention because I was obviously warded. So yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, is a champion like Nocturne can't really kill LeBlanc, just because he doesn't really have the spammable mobility he needs. He just kind of has like a one-shot, and then movement speed steroid, and she can avoid his fair because it's on a leash. So yeah, while he's not the worst champion against her, he's definitely not the best either. Yeah. I don't know why he's pushing this. I'm just gonna come up and help them kill him, although they probably don't need me. Yeah, they definitely don't need me. I'm probably just gonna stop for this farm. We might push him the bot. Top. I said top.
Where next?
For some reason I've had an obsession with constantly talking since this video started, so you'll have to forgive me. I might try to turn it back a little bit for the next one. I've never actually done this before. Hope I'm doing a good job. I'm dead. Okay, I'm not dead, but Lulu's dead. Oh my gosh, she's not dead. I have no idea how she survived that. Wowzers. Lulu the god. That was a close one. Probably overstayed there.
Patience, summoner.
So I have my dev G now. I should be nearing 40%. Yeah, I have 35% cooldown reduction. A lot of people build full AP on LeBlanc, and sometimes I am tempted to do that, and I do probably do that more than I should. But cooldown reduction is actually really valuable on a...
Where next?
I changed... I saved my chain there, and you gotta land your chain on LeBlanc. Oh, you don't have to, but if you can, then all the better, because let's be honest, otherwise you're just wasting a part of your kit. It's mostly good in situations where you're... Sorry, where you're going to do an extended fight, or you're going to need some peeling. It's not really good for burst. Like, obviously it's fine, but it's better for other situations. Apparently you can't go over that wall. I really should know these sorts of things by now, but apparently I don't. Always up for a challenge, I suppose.
Trust me.
So, when you're using Fiddle, you gotta watch out for the fair, because if he fears you before you get your combo off, then you're gonna have a rough time. His team's there to back him up.
There's no escape.
So you want to get in and then immediately out again. Our Vayne is going the colloquial term ham. I shouldn't have gone back in on that. That was... that's what happens when you get caught on the wrong side of a fight on pretty much any champion. Yeah, that was my bad. Not Lulu's whatsoever. Just don't. Just ignore that. So it's 23 minutes at the moment, and we're winning quite heavily, which is more common than you'd think in normals. A lot of people are convinced that
Patience, summoner.
normals take, oh, at my elo at least, a lot of people are convinced that normals and in divisions like bronze and silver ranked, it takes a lot longer because teams don't know how to close, but it only takes one person to change the game, in my opinion, despite what everybody tells you in solo queue. If you just play it right, then you can win, and you can increase your elo. I was originally placed in bronze 3, and I don't really think there's anything to stop you from getting out.
I was certain.
Damn, he healed. Okay, I'm bad. just about to turn. I don't really know what I was doing there. I thought Nocturne was my friend, and then I realized that he wasn't. So, that's something that you shouldn't be doing. They did. Don't need to see that to know. Oh. Oh. I stand thoroughly... No, I don't. I stand thoroughly corrected. That was... I honestly have no idea how they got out of that. Lulu was supposed to shield Thresh. I think she was meaning to heal Thresh, but she kinda botched it a little bit. I do that quite a lot on Lulu. Another one of my favourite champions. Well, 5-year supports at least. I'm more of a mid lane though myself.
Where next? Patience, summoner.
You shouldn't be scared to use your ultimate to farm on your W, because it has such a tiny cooldown. It's perfect for clearing farm and stuff like that. Like, if you could use your ult to get 400 gold, would you? Because
Trust me.
probably not 400. Okay. If you could use your ult every 30 seconds, 20 seconds even, to get 200 gold, would you? I suppose.
Aren't you?
So there I just went in DFG, Q ult, Ignite combo. And I think I'm dead. I suspect that Vayne should be able to clean this up. Should. Just needs to apply the red buff. Oh, he's going to... Is he dead? One more, there we go. GG. Pro Vayne.
Are you certain? Classic misdirection. Lying is like 95% of what I do. It's all smoke.
Love the new Baron animations. And fight in general. Our Vayne really enjoys going ham. I'm actually queued with this person. He's been one of my league friends for quite a while. CP Terra. Playing the Vayne. Apparently wrecking. Doing work, doing work. That is a Pantheon ult. I am playing LeBlanc. Obvious facts with Jamie. Yeah, we're gonna end now. With the Vayne 1v5 triple. I'm sure he's enjoying that note to end on.
It's all.
That is an example of when you shouldn't go back to your W, but I do anyway because I'm flawed, would be the best way to describe that. And that is the insane LeBlanc burst that I'm talking about. GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll probably post another one, but we'll see for now. I'll be doing other champions as well in the near future. Don't really have a life myself, so I'll probably get around to that fairly soon. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and possibly learned something. Yeah.